So, they gave me an iPad. I have to watch a safety video, take a test, just to get in this place. Dead serious. Alright, just got a call from my YouTube buddy. So our truck is going to be too big to get into the area. Basically, he was buying a bunch of ramps from a skate park. And I guess it's kind of in an area where semi-trucks aren't allowed, so that's not going to go through. We'll still like, I'd still like to maybe take a load to Jersey and meet up with them one day. Drink a beer or something, hang out. So I've got Mason on the boards now, looking for a load. It's Delaware, isn't it? Man, I think I said I was in Denmark. I think I said I was in Denmark last night. We're in Virginia, baby.
Yeah.
Coming in hot. Yeah. But his name's like I said, his name's Scotty Kramer. He was in a really bad accident a couple years ago. He was riding his bike along, and his front tire went down into a hole that he didn't see in some grass, and flipped his bike over. Basically, smacked his head on the concrete and caved his head in. They ended up having to like remove some bone, and man, it was really sad. So if you're into BMX or anything like that, definitely he was a maniac on a bike, man. Like, he was everything video games are made of. So anyways, we just got into Virginia. We got an hour left. I want to let you know that the load didn't go through, because I'll end up forgetting about it. If I don't talk about it right now, I'll completely forget about it. So alright, we'll see you in about an hour when we drop. Saying no trucks are allowed on this road. I bet you this thing is wrong. Right through here is the, actually 0.4 miles is the no trailer. Let's see why this thing's saying it. This thing's just stupid sometimes, man. It'll be like, oh, no trucks. And it's like, there will be no truck sign anywhere, and there'll be a million semi-trucks running around. Hello? Yeah, it's saying there's no trailers allowed right here. We just passed through it. Like, why? It doesn't make any sense. And now another no trailer allowed in 44 miles. Hello? So, they gave me an iPad. I have to watch a safety video, take a test, just to get in this place.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Dead serious. So I'm just going to pull up here to the cones, and then we have to watch this video. They gave me an iPad to watch a video on with a test. So we have arrived. I passed my test because, you know, I'm amazing. We've got one guy in the building unloading his coils. I just helped him untarp and unchain his, and then me, Lead, is going to come out here and untarp ours. We're not going to unchain it, but we're going to untarp it, and hopefully he's unloaded by then, and then we can just back into the building, unchain it, and they can snatch him off, and we can have these tarps rolled up and be ready for this next load. So let me set you guys up, and we'll get to work here.
Start it up. Lit. Start it up. This is lit.
All right, we've arrived. This is our, where's this going, Babs? Wait, you're gonna suck the whole strap up? You're not gonna have... Where's this going, Denmark?
No, Delaware.
Delaware. I don't know why I keep thinking Denmark. You said yes, so you're throwing me off. And I think Mason's working on a load going to western Pennsylvania, on the other side of Pittsburgh, I believe. He says it's partial paying $3 a mile. So if we can find something else, I don't know what it weighs. I don't know how big it is, but yeah. So I guess even if we just have that, just to get out of the Northeast, then so be it. Oh, I got to put up my rubber bands, and I'm gonna hit the road. I think this weighs 30,000 pounds. It's supposed to weigh 30,000 pounds. Wow, this strap kind of failed on some of these. I got too many straps on some and none on others. These are the hardest straps I've ever thrown. Trying to get them through these holes. I even tried to make it to where it would unroll and just kind of roll out, but it like normally I'm up pretty close and I try to chuck it through the hole. These seem to I did better when I stood back further to where I could almost see all the way through the pipe and then threw it like that. But I'd already thrown like 4 straps. And I thought they were all out the other side. Nope. They were all inside. I had to pull a bunch of them out, re-roll them up, and try to throw them again. So, anyways, I got Lita over here working while I'm yapping. Are you getting it done?
I didn't realize that one was stuck in the toolbox. I don't know what you want to do with the flap.
I just stuck it in the toolbox because these things are kind of, yeah. I can't find a good way to do the extra straps with these here. Normally I'll just bring this extra strap back up to whatever I'm strapping so that I can get rid of this tail. Here, I'd already strapped it down. I wasn't going to loosen it up, so I just threw it in the toolbox and closed the door like that. So when she's done with that bar, she can put that bar up. We'll push that thing in there, lock that box, and that strap won't go anywhere. Yeah, smack it. Give it a smack. And then smack the strap once. Golly, all black, Lita. All black. Are you hot? Yes, you are. Huh?
It's not too bad out here.
Whatever. I'm melting. All right. Truck right here did the AC just like we did. I gotta pull up and get this. Hopefully I can get up here. Dude, that's awesome. Yes. It did exactly like we did. Well, we are at a truck parking area. We just got onto the 66 from what road?
81.
81? 81 to the 66. Luckily there were some spots here. Looks like they're filling up quick. But this load has been the load from hell. The load from hell. This thing has moved around on us. We've had to stop a million times. There's no way to strap this stuff down without it moving around on you. We've tried everything, which I guess we've successfully saved things. Like we've got this strap running through here, pulling this over because this was falling over. And then you have that stack that's kind of fallen over that way. And kind of hanging over. Probably the worst stack that's given us the worst issue. Hope you guys can see this because it's kind of dark. Is this bundle right here. As you can see, we have the strap running through the middle like the place tells you to strap down. They say, don't worry about strapping these, you just throw a strap through there and then these holds them. But what happens is as you tighten this down, it squeezes this pipe, but then it eventually starts squeezing these pipes down. So you're stopping all the time to tighten these straps. Anyways, this one here was falling out. Man, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Let me grab the light. Let's see how this works out. We'll get it brighter. Yeah, so see, they start out nice and round like this, but by the time you start stacking other ones on top of it, they start squishing down like this. And then it squishes the pipe like that. See, and that's still loose. I'm still not happy with that. But this stack here was falling out this way. So at first I tried running a strap over the top to try to pull it that way. We drove for a little bit like that. And now I've lassoed a 2-inch around it. And what I've done was I fed the strap through the buckle itself. Let me see if I can show you here. This guy pulled in next to me. I was hoping to straighten up more of these. I don't want to throw a strap and hit his truck. But, so I threw that over, and then I fed the strap through the buckle itself, right here. So I didn't have to tie a knot for my strap. As you can see, it's through that buckle right there. And then I pulled it back the way to pull it away. As you can see, this strap right here is completely loose, which that loosened up some after I tightened this strap down. But man, it has just been a nightmare. Look, you can see this one is kind of starting to lean out. No wonder this load paid so good. I think the smart ones turned these down. I think it wouldn't have been as bad if they would have put these plastic binds on them a little bit better. But they don't tighten them up, so all of these are bound. This bundle's bound, that bundle's bound, so on and so forth, and then they bind them all together. So I think, as you can see that one up there, it's got a bind. You guys can't see, it's too dark. Here it is, here's one right here. See, and then they bind them all together. But it's not tight enough, and they need to use more. They've got one at the bottom, one at the top. I think they just need to not be cheap with the plastic. So that's the issue there. We tried to stop at a, let me switch this around. Ooh, my battery's almost dead. Ooh, and that light is bright. We tried to stop at a Pilot and a Love's so we could shower tonight, but it was a complete cluster. Trucks everywhere, people parked everywhere. So we're just gonna have to do without a shower tonight. So we'll drop this. I think we still have, when I originally figured this out, it was gonna be, we were gonna be like 3 hours away. But since this load has been an absolute nightmare, I think we're now 4.5 hours away. Mason found us a load picking up 20 minutes from where this is dropping, going to western Pennsylvania, west of, he said it's west of Pittsburgh, so it'll be really close to Ohio. Oh, I think I told you guys it's the partial. It's a partial that pays $3 a mile. Now, it's only going like 300 miles. Are we going to be able to find something else to put on the trailer? You know, I honestly don't know. I'm thinking about just putting whatever it is on and blasting out of the Northeast. I keep telling myself, why do you keep coming up here? And then I find a really good paying load and I'm like, well, technically it pays itself to deadhead out. And then I take the load and I'm like, man, I don't want to deadhead out. I want to find something. Well, luckily we found something, so that's exciting. I mean, it's okay. It's whatever. Honestly, it's like $1,050 for 300 miles or something like that. Mason says it's $3 a mile. So whatever. I think it's like 15 feet, 20,000 pounds. So technically we'll have a lot of room left over. But like I said, it's hard to find another partial that won't take up too much time going along the route. He called on one load today that he really wanted to take. I wouldn't let him take it. It was 1 pick, 5 drops, paying $6,000 for, I think it was like 1,300 miles. But they wouldn't let us pick it up until Thursday. Today's Tuesday. We're gonna be dropping this tomorrow morning-ish, 10 o'clock. And so that would have had me sitting all day basically tomorrow. And like I said, it was 1 pick, 5 drops. There's 3 drops in Iowa, 2 drops in Nebraska, and they wouldn't let me drop on the weekend. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna end up sitting all day Wednesday, and then I'm gonna get this load, and then I'm not gonna be able to drop. I won't be able to drop them all, and I'll have to sit on it on the weekend. So my fear was like, I was gonna sit Wednesday, and then I was going to maybe drop maybe 1 or 2 in Iowa Friday, if that, and then I was gonna have to sit through the weekend, and then I was gonna have to drop what was left in Iowa Monday, and then I was gonna have to drive to Nebraska Monday, and then I was gonna have to drop the other 2. So there goes Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, which would have been 6 days. Yeah, you could say for $6,000, but to me, that's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And I hate the multi-drop. It was a tarp load of aluminum conduit. So basically what was going to have to happen was I was going to have to go to a drop. I was going to have to go to the stop, untarp it, let them unload it, tarp it back, go to the next one, untarp it, tarp it back 5 times. And I'm like, that's just not worth it to me. Now, if they would have said, yeah, you can drop it Saturday, I'd have probably jumped all over it. Yeah, I'd have definitely jumped all over it if I could drop Saturday. That way I could start out Monday, a fresh week. We made an extra $6 grand for the week. I'd have been all about it. So anyways, I guess we're gonna have to cook some ramen tonight, huh? That's all we have left in the truck. Oh, we got French bread pizzas left. What else we got?
I wasn't gonna make anything.
We weren't gonna eat tonight? You were gonna starve me to death?
I didn't think we'd be hungry.
Is that truck still over there? I think he's shutting down there, dude. Yeah, this might be what we have.
Maybe we can throw a strap on it tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so my battery's fixing to die. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. The pilot and the loves absolutely frustrated me. I mean, there was a part, I was planning on going to the pilot, and it said RV, what did it say? RVs and campers turn here.
Yeah.
And then it was like trucks, and it had an arrow pointing to keep going. So I didn't turn in there. Well, there was no other entrance. So I ended up passing the pilot. So I ended up pulling into the loves, and then the parking there was a complete nightmare. I'm like, well, it was pointless. If there's no parking in loves, then there's no parking in pilot. So anyways, let's go get in the truck.
We gotta get this dog out.
Oh yeah, I gotta get Fat Butts out. Oh, I gotta finish tightening up these straps. All right, let me finish tightening up these straps, and then I gotta get the dog out, and we're going to bed. Well, we have arrived at our drop-off. It is going to be tough getting out of here. Look at this pipe. This pipe is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I will never take this pipe again. I hope this is a warning to you guys not to take this pipe, because there's just no easy way to strap this stuff down. It's ridiculous. All right, let me get this unstrapped so they can get us unloaded. We've got to pick up some lifts. I think it's 20 minutes down the road, Mason said. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's 20 minutes down the road from here that goes to Pennsylvania, and then he found us a load from Pennsylvania to Tampa, so we'll be home for the weekend. All right, let's get this unstrapped. Look how bad that roll was. And we almost took out their mailboxes coming in. Well, I didn't show you guys unloading those black plastic pipe because there was nowhere to really set the camera up. But basically we hand unloaded them. We just cut the plastic ties for each stack and then just rolled them off the trailer and rolled them into piles. But we are in, I believe, Del Mar now. We're supposed to be picking up 10 scissor lifts. We've been here before in the hot shot. I loaded up some type of little, it was like a little landscaping, like, I don't know what you'd call it. It had like a little front end loader on it, I believe. But yeah, we've been here before. Pretty wild. Now we're back in the semi truck. I believe there's something wrong with the transmission too. Sometimes I put it into 6th gear and it does absolutely nothing. So what I'm probably gonna do is this goes to Pennsylvania, then we got one that goes to Pennsylvania to Tampa. That'll take us home for the weekend, and then we'll drop the Tampa one on Monday, and then let's see, we'll drop that on Monday, and then I'll come back. Somebody mentioned in one of my videos that I have manual slack adjusters on the trailer, and that those are, they outlaw those in 95. So I bought automatic slack adjusters, so I'm gonna put automatic slack adjusters on it. I bought a new air dryer, so I'm gonna put a new air dryer on it over the weekend, and then Monday we'll drop in Tampa. I'll come back and I'm gonna take my truck to a different shop, obviously, than the one that put my transmission in, and I'm gonna have them look over everything, make sure they did everything properly. Now it not working in 6th gear, I don't think is an installation thing. I think that's a transmission thing. So but my my clutch brake has never worked, so that's a big issue. Anyways, let me set this thing up. We'll get these things loaded up. Well, there it is. It ended up being 12. I thought it was 10 for some reason. I don't know where I got the 10 from. I need to call Mason and see if the broker told him 10 or something. I know I heard 10 of something. Maybe it's the next load? No, it can't be the next load. Our next load is a load of scaffolding going to Tampa, Florida. So it wouldn't be 10 of that. Anyways, Lita's bungeeing up the chain. And we're gonna hit the road, huh, Babs? Man, it's hot out here. I'm sweaty and stinky. I can't wait for a shower. I know Lita probably can't wait for me to get a shower either, huh?
Yeah.
There's a smell in the truck. We can't figure out what it is. You Febreze? You need to Febreze me. That's probably the problem. All right, hurry up, woman. Let's go. Yeah, there's no slack that you have to really worry about. Dumb, dude. You have to put it in 6th, pull it out of 6th, put it back in 6th.